Now I'm going to begin differently, which is, when you are jealous, greedy, angry, violent, are you different from that violence, greed, envy, anger? Are you? Or you are that anger, that greed, that violence? So can you observe yourself in the mirror, not as an observer, but only the thing that is being observed, without the observer? Does this become rather difficult? Huh? Or is this an old hat that you have heard before umpteen times, and you say, well, please get on with it? Because this is very important to understand, because as long as there is a division between the observer and the observed, you understand? There must be conflict. There must be effort. There must be sense of either conquering it, suppressing it, or avoiding it. So, to totally eliminate altogether effort, there must be no division. Right? If there is no division between the Jew and the Arab, it's finished. Or North Ireland to South Ireland. It's over. So in ourselves, there is this division. The observer and the observed, which is dualistic. You follow? And we are conditioned through education, culture, and all the rest of it, through religion, so-called religion, this to maintain this division, to seek God. You are nobody. You follow this whole division, which is the corridor of opposites. And when there is the corridor of opposites, there must be conflict, effort, practice. So, it is absolutely necessary to understand that there is only observation, not the observer, trying to control the observation, that which is observed. Is this clear? Can one do this? You may hear this. You may say, I see the gist of it. I have a feeling for it. I think what you're saying is true, but it avoids you. It escapes. But you have to, it is yours. You have to find out. Which means that as there is no division between yourself and anger, right? You are angry. At the moment when you are angry, there is no observer. You are only there. Later on comes, say, I have been angry. Then you say, I shouldn't be angry. Or you give reasons for explanation for being angry. Or you suppress anger. The moment of anger, of greed, of violence, there is no division. This is a fact. So similarly, Is there an observer at all? This very please give your mind, your attention, your love, your care to understand this. Because we are totally, completely eliminating conflict, if you understand this. One can live a life in which there is not a shadow of conflict. Not only within yourself, but outwardly. And this is immensely important to understand. Because as we said, the manner of your observation in the mirror there is no mirror, you're watching yourself. But for the moment we invent the mirror. Who is the observer? Do you understand? When you say, I observe the tree, the stream, I observe you, and I observe myself. Who is this observer? That's very important to understand before we begin to understand the observed, right? Are we coming together? Are we communicating with each other? Say yes or no, for God's sake. Or you all asleep? So, who is this observer? When you say, I have been angry, or I have been violent, who is that entity that says, I have been? That entity is the observer, isn't it? Who says, yes, I have been angry. Is not the observer the past, who says, I have been angry? Right? Not only in that instance, but whenever he observes, the whole observation is the movement of the past. I observe a Frenchman, because I have been told as a Frenchman, you follow the conditioning, the past, knowledge. So this whole movement of observation is born from the past. Right? So the observer, in essence, is the past. Right? Don't accept what I'm saying. That's the fact. Looking in the mirror, there is no speaker. Because you are questioning. Desperately, anxiously, passionately, you are questioning. I hope you are. So the observer is the past. Past memories, past experiences, past knowledge. With the past, he is observing himself in the mirror. Right? So you have created a division between what you see now and what has been. So there is a division between the observer and the observed, right? Are you getting this? So the conflict begins. In your occupation with yourself, Don't you have a conflict with another? However intimate your relationship be? So, to totally eliminate that conflict as permanent, everlastingly, one must understand the nature of the observer. Right? And as you observe and inquire and learn, the observer is the past. So the past is always dividing. Right? I am a Jew and you are an Arab. The Jew is tradition, propaganda, belief, certain mode of life, and so on, so on, so on. And the Arab has his own mode of life and so on. Right? So wherever there is division, there must be conflict. Not only outwardly, but inwardly. Right? Is this clear? That is, if you are serious, if you want to live completely without contradiction, without effort, and therefore live in peace, live in love and compassion. If that is to be, you must eliminate totally the division in yourself outwardly. Understood this? This is not an idea, intellectual concept, but actuality. So, can you look at yourself in the mirror without the observer? This is the real issue, in which rather identification ceases and therefore division. You understand? Where there is no identification, there is no division. So can you observe your anger, your violence, your hurts and all the rest of it, without bringing in the past memories, past knowledge, past struggles, just to observe without the observer. Then what takes place? I am not asking the question. You are asking the question yourself. Then what takes place when you are looking at the fact, not with the memories about the fact, right? Is this possible? Can you do it? If you can't, we cannot go further. Because this is a very important issue. As man has lived millennia upon millennia, constantly in battle with himself, with the devil and God, with the lower self and the higher self. You understand? This battle, this conflict, you see it in all the ancient pictures, drawings, the division between that which is good and that which is bad, the constant battle. And why should we live in this way? So we're going to inquire and find out if it is possible to live totally in a different way. That is, if you are serious. So, do you see the truth? Not the idea, but the truth, the fact, the reality that the observer is the past, accumulated memories, knowledge. And so he never perceives the present. To perceive the present, there must be absence of the past, obviously. And there is no effort involved in removing or putting aside the observer. Because you see, it is so. You understand?